I said in my video yesterday, I wasn't worried. I didn't feel awful after yesterday's loss against the New York Yankees because, hey, you had a chance to win the series today. First off, Yankee fans, if you've never been to my page, welcome, because I have a feeling there's going to be a couple of you guys around. I'm going to start off with this. The better team won this series. I'm not going to sit here and put blame on anybody saying luck, and I'm not going to do it. Because the Jays didn't play well, and the Yankees hit home runs. That's what they do. And the Blue Jays hit one home run in this series, and wasn't it a solo shot from Vladdy in game one? And going into play today, look, I felt confident-ish going into play because of what the Blue Jays have done in the past against Max Fried. We see the lineup come out, and we don't see Bo Bichette. And we're like, great. Why did he play in the second half of the game yesterday? If he wasn't able to play today, what are we doing? And you had a feeling not having him in the lineup, one of the most clutch players in baseball. I believe he leads baseball in batting average with runners in scoring position this year. Or at least he's right at the top. You knew it was going to come back to hurt you. But what really hurt you is in the bottom half of the first inning, Max Scherzer giving up a 3-run shot to Ben Rice. And just like that, you're down 3-0. It's not good. It ain't pretty. Not what you want to see. But in the next half inning, Kirk walks. Ernie doubles. You have second and third, nobody out. Ty France pops out. But then IKF hits a single. Kirky scores. Got runners in the corner. Nathan Lucas, sack fly. Ernie scores. It's 3-2. And you're like, all right, wait, we're back in this ball game. You put up a 0 in the next half inning. Exactly what you want to see. Top half of the third inning. Springer doubles to deep right to start the inning. David Schneider gets on base from Anthony Volpe's error as per usual. You have 2 on and nobody out. And Vladdy drills one down the line. And you get an RBI double from Vlad. You have second and third, nobody out. The first 3 base runners of the inning have reached. You've tied this ball game. And Bo Bichette would come up to the plate with second and third, nobody out. I mean, it's a picture-perfect spot for him. Now, do I usually trust Alejandro Kirk in this spot? Usually. But Bo Bichette's another breed. And not having him in that spot sucked. But regardless of Bo or not, second and third, nobody out, with your, 4, 5, 6 hitters, you should be able to get 1 across, right? Wrong. Kirky RBI ground, I wish. Grounds out. Ernie lines out to Volpe. Ty France grounds out. You get nothing more. And then you get some of the fans. Oh, well, at least they tied the game. No. You have Max Fried on the ropes. You gotta land the knockout blow. You get a single there, you're up 2. You've scored 5 runs against Max Fried in less than 3 innings. It looks like you're gonna find a way to win that ball game, or at least take that lead. You don't. You don't do so. And it stays 3-3. Next half inning, they regain the lead with an RBI double from Cody Bellinger. And that's how it stands. That's how the rest of the game goes. And you lose 4-3. You know, it was a massive turning point in the ball game. You just knew when they did not score in that inning that it was going to come back to hurt them. Shout out to the bullpen, I guess, for keeping them alive in this one. Right? Brocky, my God. An inning and 2/3 of scoreless baseball. The bullpen went 3 2/3, didn't allow any hits, 1 walk from Jeff Hoffman, but had 5 strikeouts. They were great. But your offense didn't get the clutch hit. You had a couple guys on against Devin Williams. Couldn't get it done. And in the 9th inning, and I don't understand this, Nathan Lucas gets a single. He gets a tying run on. Good. Then tries to steal with Miles Straw at the plate. Now, 2 things here. 1, I get it. Miles Straw is not a great hitter. But you want George Springer to get an at-bat, don't you? He didn't yesterday. And Bednar had to place a few fluff balls at the bottom of your lineup. Did a job. Didn't let George Springer get an AB. Today, with Nathan Lucas getting a single, you're like, all right, Miles Straw probably not going to get doubled off. So George Springer's probably going to get an at-bat. Well, no. Nathan Lucas is thrown out at second base. Then Miles Straw gets out, and the ball game is over, and George Springer is still standing on deck. Don't get it. But in the end, the Jays did not get the clutch hit in this series. Yeah, they won game 1, but you did not get the clutch hit in this series. You lost by 3 runs combined in the 2 games. And all of a sudden, the lead in the American League East is down to 2 games. Now, yes, the Jays still hold the tiebreaker, so in hindsight, you're 3 games up. But you wanted this ball game today. We've talked about it. You wanted this game today, and you didn't get it. You're back to 21 games over 500 at 82-61. You have 2 less losses than the Yankees. You're coming back home for 6. You got to do a job. It's going to be tough. But let's break down the player stats and then preview the Astros series. All right, George Springer went 1 for 4 in the ball game, scored a run. Addison Barger came off the bench, got a hit. And by the way, Barger and Varsho didn't start the game. I understand the lefty on the mound, but that's tough. Vladdy 2 for 4, drove in a run. He's been hot. He's been very good. Kirk 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Ernie Clement 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. IKF 1 for 3 with an RBI. Nathan Lucas 2 for 3 with an RBI. I don't know, 8 hits for the Blue Jays, struck out 5 times, walked twice. Just not a very good day. You had opportunities, you didn't capitalize. And Max Scherzer wasn't good enough. Had the strikeout stuff today, right? 4 1/3, 8 punch outs, but allowed 3 hits, one of which was a 3-run bomb. Walked 4 over 4 1/3. It's not good enough. 4 runs allowed as well. And as I mentioned, the bullpen did a job. Ryan Brucki in inning 2/3, no base runners, couple punch outs. Braden Fisher, clean inning of work, struck out the side. And Jeff Hoffman, like I mentioned, allowed a walk, but nothing more in his clean inning of work there in the bottom half of the 8th inning. It's tough, but you got to flush it and move on. That's about all I got to say about it. There's not much else you can say. You want to look at the upcoming series for the New York Yankees? Well, they got some series, right? They have the Tigers and the Red Sox next. Okay? Now, the Tigers have been really scuffling recently. They're about to lose probably to the White Sox, and they have not been playing good baseball. Casey Mize Rodon looks like game 1. Game 2, or that's game 2, sorry. Game 1, Will Warren for the Tigers, or for the Yankees. No clue who is going for the Tigers. And game 3, it doesn't look like Scooble's going in that start. I don't know. Regardless of that, the Blue Jays got the Astros and the Orioles starting after the off day. They play on Tuesday at home against the Astros. The pitching matchups, I don't know what's going to line up. It says Jose Berrios for the Jays right now. And that scares the hell out of me against a guy like Yordan Alvarez. Game 2 is lined up Shane Bieber versus Jason Alexander. Would have loved Bieber in this start, but they thought it was better to go against the Reds on regular day rest. Just saying. And then the finale of the series is Christian Javier versus Kevin Gausman. Look, as I said right at the top of the video, go 4-2 over the next 6 games. Win the series against the Astros, win the series against the Orioles, we'll be in a good spot. But you got to do your own job. You got to win ball games, and that starts Tuesday. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game today, because no thank you, hit that like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game? For the Toronto Blue Jays, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to you guys, Jays Edition, game 1 of the series against the Houston Astros at Rogers Center. 7:07 first pitch there. Jose Berrios probably getting the start there, so we'll see how that goes. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not this game at all today. We'll talk to you guys then.